Who knew we'd be here still?
So we beat him up, but not beat him up where it's like bad.
Okay, so I'm little now. Think about me in 7th grade. Yes, I do.
No,
you don't know this about me?
I did not know that.
Yeah, no, I bet they had like a gorilla costume on.
Fuck you talking about ring.
First of all, ring.
Why are you making it sound like it's a cult?
Okay. Hello.
We're back.
Back for episode 3. Who knew we'd be here still?
Yeah. I knew we'd be here.
I did
this
too.
This is too soon to quit.
I said I gave us 20 episodes, but I think I'm gonna push it even further.
Yeah.
This is so
it's going
freaking
good so
fun.
Far, so.
But you know what's crazy is 20 episodes is 20 weeks.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Wow.
I thought about because I was making a joke with Louie, who's been watching. He's like, Samir made a podcast? What a loser. Can I be a guest on there? Like, he was talking to somebody else and they screenshot it and sent it to me. So I was like, oh, maybe like episode 55. Mm-hmm. So then later on in the day, I was like laughing at my own joke. I'm like, episode 55. But then I'm like, that's literally a year from now. Because if we do one a week, hopefully we don't miss a week, but I'm sure.
No, we're not going to.
Things will come up.
Yeah, but then we will do 2 Really? Can you imagine a solo? I could never do a solo one.
Solo, but maybe solo like with a guest. Yeah. Like say if I'm gone or something.
Like how Jimmy Fallon, when he takes a break, the celebrity guest come on and they take over the show.
Yep.
Wow.
Something like
what
that.
if we both go on vacation?
Both are gone.
And then we give our podcast to 2 other people?
That would be dope.
Oh, man. People could see how hard it is to actually.
Don't tell them shit.
Yeah.
You have to figure it out.
Go ahead. Figure out what you want to do. Also, Samir.
Give me a napkin, please.
He just spilled High Noon, which is our drink of choice, especially this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
We're going camping tomorrow. I'm so excited.
I can't wait.
I cannot wait to camp.
Too. I'm so
it came so fast. I thought when we said August, I'm like, we're never going to get there. But yeah, so Samir's drinking a High Noon, and it's in a Brewmate. And Brewmate, if you want to sponsor us, my email is goichai_sophia@yahoo.com.
They're going to say, get your views up.
Or my number is, I'm just joking. Imagine I did that. Let's do a little weekly recap since the last time we were on here. I don't think I did much, honestly. I've been reading Harry Potter for the first time ever.
Okay.
And I'm on book 5 now.
Is it much different?
It's not much different, but there are a lot of small things where I'm like, damn, I wish they would have added that. I just finished Goblet of Fire. That fucking book. I sent a page to Dom, Liz, Robert, and Beth. I'm like, this is when Harry Potter switched from being like nice and fun and magical to dark and scary magical.
Wow.
Yeah, like literally I saw the paragraph and I'm like, this is the switch.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to.
So how is it knowing what, because
I've watched
so you've watched the movies, so it kind of sucks, I guess, to watch the movies first in this sense because you can't use your own imagination on how they look.
Yeah, I kind of like it though because
you got a face to the
character.
Names.
Yeah, so I'm obsessed with the Harry Potter movies. So this feels like I'm watching it, but I'm getting extra bonus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's like
bonus
scenes in my head.
Yep. That's dope.
So if I were to like be able to add things to the movies, this is what I'm reading, you know?
Yeah.
And I've been listening to some of the audiobooks, which is even more for me. Like it adds to the experience because it feels more like a movie than me just reading it. And it has like all the British accents and stuff. So yeah, but that's what I've been doing.
Sweet.
Nerding around a little bit, just reading.
What have I been doing? Nothing. Work every day. What did we do? We hung out last weekend?
Yes, we had a bonfire at my house and a barbecue. And we played Mafia. I brought the game to the group for the first time.
People, we're gonna play again.
You guys all loved
it.
Into it. We have to play this weekend. Robert, the next morning, was like, "Damn, we got drunk last night, huh?" I'm like, "You did."
Did he?
He was. Yeah. When you guys all left,
I thought I was the only
okay,
drunk one because.
No, yeah, he was a little bit.
A little rude.
What? Oh, during the game?
Yeah, towards you a little bit.
I was dying. I was laughing at you because I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to say anything because he's going to realize.
But I know it's all good. Like, to me, that's, like, also funny.
No,
like,
it was fine.
But then when we leave, Nicolette's like, you were so mean. Like, I'm like.
Oh, I don't take it as you being
fun,
mean, though.
Yeah, that's part of the fun.
No, I don't take it as. If you're actually mean to me, then I'm going to yell.
Yeah,
if I don't yell even a little bit, it means I I don't give a shit. Because, so we were playing this game Mafia, and I was the mayor, and Samir was like, this is the first time he even ever fucking played this game. And he's telling me how it goes, and I'm like, okay, Samir.
After you taught us how to play, I'm trying to teach you.
Yeah, he had his critiques, but he was like, what did he say? He was like, get your people in order.
Yeah, because everyone, they were just like talking too much.
I know. I agree. But that's why there was a point where.
But that's the point, though.
Yeah, the point is for them to talk.
So I shouldn't have got.
Yeah, but it's okay. We all get that way.
I love being the mayor, though.
It's so fun. If you don't know what Mafia is, just Google it, because I'm not going to explain it. It'll take way too long, and you're not going to understand what I'm saying anyway. We'd have to play a game for you to understand.
Yeah, true.
But, yeah, so that's what we did, and now we're preparing to go camping, and we'll probably play Mafia again, and I'm freaking pumped.
Can't wait to play.
For that.
Bona and Muhammad came over.
Oh, yeah?
Bona and Muhammad and Surah came over.
Ugh.
Technically the first time, or it was the first time since me and Nicolette have been married. Mm-hmm. Just hung out all day. I barbecued.
How did Surah like your place?
She loved it, yeah.
She's so
She just
freaking
ran around.
Cute. Surah is Samir's niece, and she's the cutest. I'm going to put a picture right here.
Yeah.
Of her and
Dude,
me
she's the best.
at your guys' wedding. Dude, at your wedding, there was a part where all the couples were supposed to slow dance, and the DJ or singer, I think he misinterpreted it, and he said, wedding party, grab your partner, come out and dance. So I'm thinking we're doing an Albanian dance. I'm like, Robert, come on. I'm calling Robert, and then Joy of My Life by Chris Stapleton starts to play. And I just go, you know what? I'm not going to do this. I see Liz with Surah. I'm like, give me the baby. I take the baby. Robert and Liz dance, and I slow dance with Surah. Okay, so do you have any? You said you wrote down some things to talk about during the week. What do you want to talk about?
Well, so, because I started telling the suspension stories to Muhammad and Bona when they were over.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, oh, my God, this is perfect for the podcast. So I don't know if I should save it for Beta when she comes on.
Okay, so I when Samir mentioned this to me, I said maybe we should wait for Beta because Beta has some really funny suspension stories. Mm-hmm. Beta has been suspended 3 times.
Really? In high school, right?
Every year in junior high. So she was a bad little teenager.
So junior high is 7th, 8th, 9th.
Yeah.
Because you guys, okay.
Yeah. So every year in junior high, she got suspended. But I think we can still talk about your suspension stories. And when she comes on, I do want her to tell those stories because they are so funny.
Well, I got suspended 3 times. Twice in high school, the same year.
Okay.
Once in 3rd grade.
3rd grade.
Which was like, I'll tell the story so you guys can be the judge. So I'll tell the 3rd grade one. Okay. Which is kind of funny. Okay, so 3rd grade, we're super into wrestling. Like, that's when, like, I'm watching WWF every Mondays, and at the time it was Thursdays, SmackDown.
Wait, I have a question. Sorry.
Okay.
On the podcast I listen to, they say WWF. Is there a WWE?
Now it's WWE, but the reason I said WWF is because at the time, it was WWF.
What does the F stand for?
World Wrestling Federation.
Okay.
Then, after they bought out ECW and WCW.
Don't know any of those acronyms.
Another wrestling companies.
Okay. Yeah.
Then they changed it to WWE, which is World Wrestling Entertainment.
Okay.
And I think they changed it to entertainment so they can't be sued for. There's a reason they use entertainment.
Okay.
So people don't think like it's real type shit.
Oh, that makes sense.
Or something like they can't be held liable for something, whatever that is.
That makes sense. Yeah. I never was I don't remember WWF, but okay. Anyway,
so whatever.
Continue.
We used to do like Royal Rumbles. Do you know what Royal Rumbles are? Mm-hmm. Okay, where like, you got the wood chips in school, and then you got the pavement that circles around it. Yeah. So we're playing like Royal Rumble, whatever. We used to do that like every day. That wasn't the problem, but we were always kind of like wrestling and shit. But there was one kid. What was his name? Nick something. There's this girl, Gina Tobiah. I don't know if I should have said her name. Doesn't matter. She didn't do nothing wrong in this video. I love
tag her in my post.
You could keep that. And then, so she was like hanging on like the monkey bars or one of those type things, She said something like making fun of him. Like, you know what it was? She's like, I see your boxers. Or I see your underwear or something like that, right? Not a big deal, He like got offended by it. He goes and he's trying to pull her down from the top, make her fall, And then me and my 2 best friends at the time, Chris Hermes, Matt Kessel, rest in peace. They actually both passed away. Pretty young, obviously. They're my age.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, super crazy.
Wow.
Rest in peace. And then, so us 3 were best friends. We were menaces. We were like defending Gina's honor, you know? So we're like, so we beat him up, but not beat him up where it's like bad.
Like punching?
We were like swinging, but he wasn't really getting hurt like that,
Okay.
you know? And then, but I remember one time, I think Chris Hermes grabbed his head and like hit him against one of the metal bars.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
and like he had like a little cut, whatever. And then go back to class, no big deal. Go home. Next day, the principal comes, picks me up from my class. And I'm walking past the library. This is elementary school. I'm walking past. Who's in the library? Bona.
Oh no.
She's standing there. She's just looking at me. I'm crying. I'm looking at her. And you know, this is elementary school. So, but Bona was so smart and like has always loved books. So her teachers used to let her walk in the library in elementary school by herself. So like the kids are in class and Bona's just like strolling the library, which is like unheard of, you know?
Yeah, I never heard of
like
that.
high school, okay, middle school, maybe, but elementary school unheard of. And Bona's like standing there like looking through books. I swear to God. And I'm walking by crying. And I'm like, Bona, I'm getting suspended. And she literally looks at me and like turns around and pretends like she doesn't know me because she's like embarrassed.
Stop.
Yep.
Wait, how big of a age difference?
2 years.
Okay.
So I was in third, she was in fifth.
Okay.
Actually got even funnier story that continues. So whatever. My mom, she worked at Country Chef for the longest time.
Oh my gosh, I love Country Chef.
Yeah, loved Country Chef. It's no longer there. New York Deli had just opened up. Okay. For some reason, whatever reason, my mom was like, let me go see if this place is going to be busier. So she went and like, she started one day there. Her first day on the job, that's that day that I got suspended.
Oh.
So they call my mom and she can't pick me up because it's her first day on the job. She sends my aunt, Mirsada. So Mia comes, picks me up, takes me home. I'm home. My dad wakes up. He used to work night shift, so he doesn't wake up till like 1, 2 o'clock, whatever. He wakes up. He sees me home. He's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm sick.
You lied.
He's like, oh, do you want McDonald's or something? And I was like, no, I'm not hungry, even though I really wanted it.
You should've
but I
lived
just
that
felt
up.
guilty.
Yeah,
to say
yeah.
yeah. Should have said yeah. Because then he goes to Country Chef, where Mirsada also worked.
Okay.
Okay. So he goes there, and Mia, her nickname, she's like, where's Samir? He's like, oh, he's sick. He's not feeling good. He's at home. She's like, no, he got suspended from school. I picked him up.
Oh, she
So
called
he
you
comes
out.
home. I never got hit as a child, which is normal for like Albanians. But he, grabs a brena, which is a tree branch,
Yeah.
but a skinny one.
Yeah.
And he's just telling me put my hands out. But I'm moving my hands as he's
Like you're playing the game.
swiping. Yeah, never hit my hands once. And then he's just like, all right, go to your room.
Oh my
That was the only
gosh.
time in my life that I've been grounded,
Yeah.
which was for like 6 hours.
Yeah, I've never
that
been
was it.
grounded in my life either.
Yeah.
That is so funny. Wait, so how long did they suspend you for? How many days?
I think like maybe that day and then the next day and went back.
Suspension in elementary school is weird, man. I feel
But it was like kind
you're
of
just-
bullying the kid, maybe.
Yeah.
I think they took it as, but all
Yeah.
of us, not just me, it was all 4 of us got suspended.
Oh,
I think
the
even
little boy
including
did
the
too.
kid.
Well, good. He pulled that girl down from the freaking monkey
Yeah,
bars,
yeah.
as you should, and you should have got your ass beat.
Yeah.
Seriously, who cares? You can see all the boys' boxers, especially back then. You should not get so hurt about it. It's because he's insecure.
Yeah, and that's for sure.
Okay, tell me your other ones, your high school
Okay,
ones.
so the other ones.
These got to be a little bit more intense, I'm guessing, or no?
No, just funny.
Okay, go.
Yeah, just funny. This is sophomore year. I'm vice president.
Of what? Of your like student body?
Yeah.
Like student council,
Student
vice
council.
president.
Yeah, vice president. Okay, Nick was the treasurer. We used to do everything together. Me and Nick did everything together. If I ran for something, he ran for something.
Okay, you
know?
guys did this. Put it
My
on your
motto,
college
or
applications.
yeah, I was
Extracurricular activity.
yeah, no, for sure. That's what they said. They're like, put it on your resume.
Yeah.
I only applied for one job in my life too, GameStop. and I felt that. So me and Stefan, dude, I can go on 5 different tangents right now.
Okay, sorry.
So me and Nick are best friends.
Yes, and you're the vice president of the
I'm the
student
vice
body.
president. Nick's the treasurer. I have to hold myself to a higher standard. I can't be getting in trouble. And
You're a public figure.
yeah, I'm a public figure. So anyways, I'm in class. I have this teacher, Miss Hunter. She's my French teacher and my English teacher.
Okay.
Okay.
So
At
mixed
this point-
messages. Mixed messages.
Yeah, right. Oh my God, yeah. Never thought about that. So anyways, horrible teacher. She doesn't teach. I loved her. Super nice, whatever, other than this instance. We're in French class. I believe, Nick's in the class. And she's like saying French words and she's saying repeat after me. Okay, so the whole class is kind of repeating after her. Some people aren't, some people are. She doesn't really care.
Yeah.
It starts dying out. She's saying, je m'appelle, blah, blah, blah. And I'm the only one actually doing the lesson.
Yeah.
Now it's just me. No one else is doing it. Only me. Nick stops. Everybody stops. I'm the only one repeating after her maybe 5 phrases. At one point, she just goes, Samir, I've had enough of you. Just go home. She's like, just go home. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, go home today and stay home tomorrow too. Like, I'm suspending you. Like, I've had enough. And I'm literally like, everyone in the class, like, some people are like laughing, like she's joking, you know? And I'm like, I'm laughing.
She thought you were mocking her?
She thought I was mocking her. She's just a dumbass, to be completely honest, you know?
Oh,
and then,
my gosh. Imagine she listens to this.
Yeah. Well, I do like her.
Yeah.
I do like her.
So she suspends you for
So she
being a
suspends
good
me.
student.
She actually, for being a good student.
Yeah.
Swear to God. So I'm telling my mom, like, I'm like, no, I didn't care.
Yeah,
I didn't think nothing of it. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go home, you know? I'm not thinking anything of it. I tell my mom, though, and because leadership had a problem with it. Leadership is the student, government, student body, all that stuff. My teacher had a problem with it, whatever. And I'm like, dude, like, I didn't do anything wrong, whatever. Me and him weren't that close either, though. So I tell my mom goes and talks to Miss Hunter, and Miss Hunter's like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have suspended your son. Literally, straight up says it,
gosh.
right? But I don't take it a step further to have her contact.
But
I didn't care.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even know why my mom went. To be like thinking back, I thought I didn't care at all.
Yeah.
Maybe I cared enough to like have my mom go like bitch her out or something. Whatever. Now it's the second semester. I'm in geometry class, and it's Pi Day, right?
Okay.
3.14. Da 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 da. Teacher got the rulers out. She's like, we're going to do like a pie lesson. And then at the end of the day, we have pie, whatever. Me and Stefan, mine and Nick's other best friend. Okay. Us 3 were the only people in history to win the best friend award.
as a threesome.
Because it's
Wow.
always 1 and 1.
Ever in history.
Ever in history at Warmont. Me and him are in the class and we're like bending the rulers, smacking each other with it, you
Yeah.
know? Like I was like a class clown, but not a troublemaker. You know, I wasn't a bad kid. And I snapped the ruler a little too far back and it breaks.
Okay.
Okay.
She was pissed as fuck.
I remember someone in the class yelled, "Oh, Samir broke a ruler." Snitch. Okay, like me in the last episode. And I got so much shit for that.
Oh gosh.
I got so much shit. Oh my God, yeah, so much.
Oh,
Maybe
really?
like 10 people hit me up saying, "I didn't know you were a snitch," laughing about it, dude, whatever.
Yeah. That's so funny.
So, anyways, and then karma. Even though that happened first, but okay,
Reverse karma,
so
I knew it was coming.
she goes, "You owe me 7 rulers."
7.
7 for breaking 1.
Okay.
And I'm like, 7 rulers? I'm like, I'll give you 1 ruler. She's like, no, rules are you break something in my class, you owe me 7 of that, whatever you break. And I'm like,
Was it in the syllabus?
you know, I'm in sports and this and that, you know, so I'm not really trying to, don't drive. I'm a sophomore.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got like $4 in my pocket. I'll give you $4 instead of 7 rulers. She goes, do I look like I need $4? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, if you need 7 rulers, I was like, you might need $4. You know? She kicks me out of the class, suspends me.
What the
And then this is the fucked up part now. The first teacher, Miss Hunter, African American.
Okay.
The second teacher, African American.
Okay.
So she took it as
you're
I was being racist by saying you look like you need it. But I didn't say you look like you need $4. She said, do I look like I need it? And I said, well, if you need 7 rulers, you might need $4.
okay.
You know? So she asked me the question. It's not like I came out of nowhere and said, you look like you need it.
Yeah.
You know, anyways, I go to my assistant principal. She's like, I have no choice. She's like, it looks bad. Like, she's like, you have to be suspended, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right, dude. I was like, do what you got to do. Then, full circle, I go to sign up for student government, or to run for student government again. You go fill out a form.
They didn't let you.
And then the guy who was in charge of it, Mr. Mutcher, me and him never got along. I don't know why. Never got along.
No.
I went to grab the form, I swear to God, and I was hurt. I went and I grabbed the sheet like this on his desk, and he like stopped it, and he was like, don't even do it. And I was, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, you got suspended twice like this year. He's like, don't
That's
even
when
run.
your whole
Hey,
life
don't even run.
changed.
Then I just turned around, walked away.
And you became
And
a
I
hood
avoided
rat.
I became a hood rat. And I avoided his classroom for the next 2 years, junior and senior year. I would walk around just because I didn't want to look at it.
I feel bad for you.
Yeah, dude, it was fucked up.
Oh,
Nick then continued on being in leadership.
And look at him now.
Yeah, so I had to, because leadership, you get to skip class.
Yeah.
Legally.
Yeah.
Then I started having to skip class illegally.
And now look at you. Yeah, I mean, if you want to look at what your future could have been, it's what Nick is living right now.
Yeah, I would have been a politician. I would have won.
Oh man, I remember I was in student council too, I was in student council for like my whole life. In elementary school and junior high,
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
and in Stevenson. I could never get into it deep at Stevenson because they were so serious about it, which is cool for if that's what you want to be serious about. But I just could not get into it in high school.
Yeah.
But I had too many other things going on. I was like,
So there was actually
too.
student government, and then there was like president of your class.
Oh,
Did you guys have that?
no, we did
You
not.
just had a full. There was only one president, one VP, one of everything. Mm-hmm. Really? Okay, so we had a student government, which was all seniors,
and then it was like broken down.
and then it was like student government, and then it was per class.
Okay.
So I was the vice president of my class.
Okay.
You know, so then the next year I'm going to run for junior. And then the next year you can run for senior or for student government. You choose.
Okay.
You choose, like, do you want to be...
Like the senior president or student government?
Yeah, but we're all in the class together.
Yeah.
And we all do things together, run the pep rallies, all that. You did all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we did a really freaking... This is the one thing that the student council at Stevenson was so sick for. So every homecoming, we would have a theme, obviously. And every year, there would be a senior wall, a junior wall, and a sophomore wall. And then the respective classes in student council would be in charge of their wall. And you would have to dress up this wall or decorate this wall to go with the theme. One year, it was Disney. I'm not kidding you. We had like paper mache 3D coming out of the wall of like the sickest. We went so hard. It was the sickest thing. It was so heavy that it came down, and one of the people were like, "Who pulled our thing down?" Like so upset. And we're like, "Nobody, dude. It was heavy as hell." But we put it back up. But we went so hard. I wish I had pictures of it because I'm like picturing it now. Coolest thing. I can't believe you and Nick both were part of it.
Yeah.
And Nick finished.
We did everything together. So we did... We'll talk about it when he's on, but soccer, basketball, and then sophomore year we did baseball for fun.
Oh yeah.
And we killed it.
Wow.
First time ever playing baseball in our lives. I played at the
You
park.
want to know how you know you went to Warren Mott and could play baseball for fun there? Is good that.
No, but I
that's it.
played JV as a sophomore.
Yeah, but still, even
Yeah.
at Stevenson, baseball was so serious that like
So was
you were a
so
senior
was
and it
our
was hard.
varsity,
It was hard to get on varsity as a senior.
Yeah, no, that's how it was for us. That's how we had juniors on the JV team.
Sure.
We had juniors on the JV team. We have great sports programs at Warren Mott. I'm telling you.
This is how the podcast
I'm telling
breaks
you, don't
down.
fuck with Stevenson. I can't stand Stevenson.
Yeah?
I cannot stand
Really?
Stevenson. Because you guys are one cocky, as you can see.
Yeah.
And we had great sports programs.
No, your guys' soccer team was pretty good,
No,
right?
our soccer team sucked.
Oh.
Even though I was on it, we sucked.
know.
There was one year where we were good. And then maybe after us, you're a few years younger than me, but
Yeah.
that's more of a testament to we're athletes. We're natural athletes.
Yeah.
More so but we played JV. But our coach,
But that's pretty good.
and we were great. Like for only playing one time,
Yeah.
for only playing 1 year, we were pretty good.
So in 7th grade, I played volleyball, which is kind of seems funny because I'm so short. When I got on the team, they told me that I made it. My mom was telling her brothers and everything. My dog Jack goes, "What are they playing with? A tennis net?" And I'm like, "Thanks, Di. Love
Were
you."
I could picture you as the girl with the
digger.
the separate, other colored shirt.
What are they called? I don't know, but I was.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But so I played 7th grade, and I didn't think I was that good. I couldn't even serve it overhand. I was, I was so.
You just started being.
You
able
know
to
how
serve
little
overhand.
I am
No, I'm
now.
kidding.
No, you're right though. Like these past few years, I just was able to serve overhand. But okay, so I'm little now. Think about me in 7th grade. Like I was so fucking short. Thinking about me on a volleyball court is so funny. I have pictures. I can try to find them.
The balls have your body.
I swear. But so I played in 7th grade, and then Beta was a cheerleader. So she cheered. She did sideline cheer and competitive cheer in 7th grade. And then I only did competitive because it was off season for volleyball. And then the next year, I want to follow in Beta's footsteps. So I'm like, I'm not doing volleyball anymore. I'm just going to cheer. So I did sideline, whatever. Remember the volleyball coach came up to me. She's like, "Why aren't you playing?"
Yeah.
And I literally think about
Should've
that. I'm like,
continued.
I should have fucking played volleyball.
should've continued.
Why did I cheer? Why did I learn how to flip?
Yeah.
For what? Why did I put people in there? For what? You know?
Yeah.
I could have just played volleyball.
You
And
wanted to be with Beta.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like, right?
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. It was a great
But
experience.
it's not like you're going to be a professional volleyball
Yeah.
player.
No, of course not. But it's just funny if you think about those small little decisions that you made in your
Change
life.
the course of your life.
What would have had? Like, I would have been friends with different people. My mindset towards maybe like sports would have been different. But I will say, cheer at Stevenson was so freaking intense. Our training was like as hard as the football players. We would be on the track during summer training, and the football players would ask us, "Are you guys okay?"
Really?
Because how hard we would like.
Damn.
So freaking hard. We would get there in the morning. We'd have to warm up with like a mile run. There was times where she made us warm up with 2 miles. We had to finish it within a certain amount of times. This one time, our trainer, it was during the summer, it was off season, and he's like, okay, we did all this like conditioning. It was deep conditioning. We were so tired. He's like, okay, hop in the car. So we go in his car. He drives us like 2 miles down, drops us off, and goes, okay, see you back at Stevenson. Makes us run back.
God.
We're like, what the fuck? That was probably, and then there's one time we had to push a car. It was so intense. Yeah, it was so intense.
That's like Bring It On.
I swear, it was even harder than Bring It On. Bring It On ain't shit to that. No, but, and it was so serious. Like, they always checked our social media. They knew if we were doing shit that we shouldn't be doing. We'd get suspended from the team. It was, like, so intense.
Wow.
Yeah, but because I feel like I cheered, I've always had, like, a good disciplined mindset.
Yeah.
So I am happy that's what I went with. And we were, like, pretty successful as a cheer team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can still do a back handspring.
Hell yeah. So going back to what you said when you're like, those small things can change the course of your life.
Yeah.
I always think about my hockey story.
Oh yeah,
I
love this story. Tell everybody your hockey story.
So I'm at that age where it's time to like sign up for shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a big time hockey fan, huge, like Red Wings, everything.
Why wouldn't you be? Especially at that time. Because it was probably like 97.
Yeah, I'm like 7, 8 years. Yeah, no, 97. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, late 90s.
Yeah.
Late 90s.
Okay, so we're good.
Huge Red Wings fan. My dad got a red Jeep because the Red Wings, he used to put Red Wings flags on his car.
So cute.
Big time. That's all we did. Me and my hala, which is my aunt, we would always watch. Like, that's all we did. Every Sunday, I'd go ice skating, and I'm the fastest skater.
You're ready.
At that age, like for that age, I was the fastest skater. Like, I could never stop. Could never stop, but was just the fastest skater.
It's hard to stop
Still to this day, don't know how. Would have learned eventually, but so convinced my parents to sign me up for hockey, for ice hockey. We go to, I believe, Troy Sports Arena, right there on Big Beaver.
Yeah.
We go to sign up. We're late. They're like, oh, like you missed it. Like last signups were like an hour ago.
Just let you
I'm crying. Whatever. I'm like, fuck.
I literally am just picturing a miniature you, and it's making my heart hurt so bad.
Yeah. So they're like, oh, whatever. They're like, well, we have basketball, and I just love sports, period. But hockey was my number one.
Yeah, yeah.
Rollerbladed every day. Hockey every day in at like the park, whatever, like every single day. So I'm crying. I'm like, I'm fucking playing something.
Yeah.
Okay. So my mom signs me up for basketball. Then from there, we just took off.
Yeah.
With basketball, which doesn't work in my favor, not tall enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hockey would have been perfect to play. I'm at the perfect body length, and
no, but it is crazy.
It's
life. Really great because if you go this way, you're hanging out with other people. If you go this way, you're hanging out with other people.
Met a bunch of people that that went to Stevenson. Corey, do you know tall Corey? Corey is like 6'8", played at OU.
What's his last name?
Corey, he was like fucking 6'3", or he was like 6 foot.
But I'm 5 years younger than you, so
10 years old. Yeah, but you say what? 5 years younger? Oh shit! So even if he was a senior, you wouldn't have. What? So I become friends with these guys through this because then I started playing AAU with these guys.
Yeah.
Which I was like a point guard. I was good.
Yeah.
But never like to the point where I'm gonna be able to do something.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And isn't it crazy that some things, it is you're working hard. Obviously, every professional athlete works hard to get where they are, but also it is kind of luck that you turned out the way that you turned out. Dude.
Straight up.
It's crazy.
That's like half the battle.
Yeah.
Half the battle is you got to be blessed with.
Like people like Isaiah Thomas.
Worked for it.
Yeah. But
he's not that short. Isn't Isaiah Thomas? Which one?
Little
the Boston one.
Boston one.
Oh yeah, someone like that.
Like how good for you. Out of everybody.
But even that is genetics because speed. Speed. He can still jump.
I know, but still, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, for that height.
I want to see how tall he is.
Spud Webb.
Yeah, that is insane.
Spud Webb. Who's the other one? Nate Robinson. These guys. That's different. That's 1 in a million. That's literally not 1 in a million. That's 1 in a billion. Like, we can name all the people under 6 foot in the NBA.
Okay, he was 5'9", man.
5'9"? Isaiah Thomas?
Yeah.
He's a great player. I feel bad for him.
I feel really bad for him, yeah. Yeah,
He was
Spud.
like, you're going to have to back up the Brinks truck.
Spud Webb is 5'6".
Yeah, he was the shortest. Nate Robinson was like...
That's Nicolette playing in the NBA.
Oh, my God. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
There was 3 guys, like 3... There was more than that, but...
Yeah, but these are the... Nate Robinson is 5'9" as well. Oh, Muggsy Bogues was 5'3". No, he was not.
He was sweet.
That's me plus little playing in the NBA.
God.
Imagine me next to freaking Shaq.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he's just chasing you around. You're like a little rat.
Yeah, seriously, go through his legs. Oh, my gosh, that's so funny. Oh. Well, those are really funny stories. I appreciate them. I never got suspended. The closest that I've ever gotten to being suspended, in my drama class, there was 2 people who were, I don't know, they weren't really even making fun of this girl. I think she was just a little sensitive. And for some reason, they told them that this is literally what my vice principal said to me in 8th or 7th or 8th grade. I'm hearing that you're the ringmaster of it all. That's what she said to me. I literally looked at him and I said, me.
What?
I'm like, I literally told them to stop. So no, wrong. And he was like, okay, well, that's just what I'm hearing. I'm like, well, they're wrong. I literally was like, I didn't know. That wasn't me. And that's it. But me and Beta were menaces, how you said. Like, we would just fuck around in, like, the halls and stuff.
But not be bad.
Yeah, we weren't bad, but we would, like, tap people on their shoulders or, like, do stupid, silly stuff in the hallway to make people,
clowning
like,
around.
Like, truly, like,
yeah.
So, Beta and my friend, our friend Lauren, she and me and her after lunch would, like...
Is it Lauren I know?
Lauren Pioro? Okay, so me, Beta, and Lauren, after lunch, we would all just, like, do stupid, silly shit and mess with people in the hallway to, like, I don't know, laugh. It's funny. And Lauren, one time, was crawling on the floor, just meowing at people. Like, meow.
Who?
Meow.
Beta?
Lauren.
Oh,
our
Lauren.
Friend
Okay.
Lauren. Meow, like, pawing at them, pretending to be a freaking cat. Like, just so funny. And our vice principal calls Beta down to the office and has her watch on the video camera us doing that shit. Like, do you see this right here? And Beta's like, yes. He's like, would you say that's bullying? And Beta's like, no. And Beta's just trying to keep her freaking laughter in because it's so,
she laughs, then
it's
then
so
it's like,
funny, dude.
Yeah.
People were meowing at people. We would tie our sweaters together and, like, run through the hallway to get people all together. Like, she would go on that end of the hallway and I would go on this end of the hallway with the sweaters tied.
Yeah.
And we would just run and people would just, like, go together in we would just mess with people
Bundle
like that.
people up.
Yeah, we never got in trouble for it very badly, but
that was the extent of it. I got a similar story to that too. So it was 8th grade. Me and Romina, we're leaving foods class, and we're like skipping. You know, we're like got our arms locked. We're skipping through the halls. Blah blah blah. There's a 6th grade kid, and I'm not trying to say it, but this is the definition of a geek.
Okay. That's okay, man.
It's a definition of a geek if you were watching like a Disney movie.
Like a 90s movie.
Yeah. Right? Like the definition. Glasses,
no one's
got
allowed
like
to
a
be a
little,
geek anymore.
You know what I mean? Carrying like 9 books, I swear to God. Like, what the fuck are you doing,
you're
first
such
of
a
all?
little cutie boy, though.
You're
but
in
why
middle school.
Why aren't they in your locker or in a backpack?
Yeah, but why are you carrying 9 books? You never need 9 books.
Yeah, you only need 6 or 7. I don't know.
Oh my God. So anyways, we're skipping through the
He's mad.
skipping through the halls. He's walking by, we knock him over. He's small. And I was small too. Oh my God. You know how short I was? No. I graduated senior year 5'7". Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I graduated senior year 5'7".
When did you have your growth spurt?
That summer.
Insane.
That summer I grew to like 5'11", and then Nicola doesn't believe it, but then I continued growing like another inch over the next couple of years, and now I'm 6 foot.
Right.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot and like a half, believe it or not.
Oh, why don't
That's
we,
what my doctor
after
said.
this, we'll fact check it, and we'll see
We can fact check
if that's
it, for
correct.
sure. But these rulers are bullshit. You need like the doctor one.
Why?
Because it's the end of the day, you got to measure me in the morning, you know?
Yeah.
Gravity be pulling me down.
Okay,
but
go
no,
ahead.
so...
Sorry. Yeah, you guys knocked this little cutie geek down.
He falls, books fall. I'm like, we're laughing, not because laughing at him, but we're laughing because we were just
It's
skipping
funny.
and laughing, not laughing at him whatsoever, but more just we're being silly.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, oh my God, sorry. Go to grab his hand. And he smacks my hand away, grabs his books and runs off.
Oh
okay? And I'm like looking, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, whatever, you know? I'm not that kind of guy. Not a bully. Like, didn't mean to do it. Go to class, everything's fine. Next day, Mr. Shaner, the principal at the time, maybe assistant principal at the time, calls me down to his office. I go to his office. He's like, oh, tell me something, like, what'd you do yesterday? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, tell me what you did. He's like, tell me. This guy was like, he was in the army.
Okay.
The most strict motherfucker you ever met. Okay. This guy came and turned Grissom on its fucking head, right? Okay. This guy was wild. He's like,
I will have order.
He had all these fucking tricks to the trade, you know, and I'm an 8th grader.
Yeah.
He's like, well, tell me what you did yesterday. I'm like, what are you talking? I was like, I have no idea. He's like, tell me right now what you did yesterday. I'm like, I do not know what the fuck you're talking about. Not swearing. But he's like, oh, you like knocked this kid over. And I'm sitting there thinking.
Like, when did I even do this?
I'm thinking. Then it clicks. But put yourself in his shoes. He's looking at it like, oh, now all of a sudden it clicks, right? But I'm like, I knocked him over by accident. Like, is that who you're talking about? He's like, yeah, he's a 6th grader. Like, blah, blah, blah. And he fits the bill of being bullied. I'm telling him the story. Like, I reached down to grab his hand. He smacks me away. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Knocked him over by accident. Like, shit happened. He's like, we got it on video. He's like, 2 options. One, you admit to it and you walk around the school and you scrape gum and pick up trash on the property.
I forgot that was actually what we did.
We watched the video because I already watched the video.
Oh,
he's like, but if you make me go get it and plug it in, he's like, then now you're suspended for the rest of the week, whatever, say it's 2-3 days. So I'm sitting there weighing my options, like, how bad does it look? Should I just go around scraping gum? Do I really want to get suspended? Like, what, you know? Because I'm really thinking I did nothing wrong. Let's watch the fucking video.
Yeah.
You know? Should have said that.
You didn't?
We didn't have no fucking cameras.
But you should have said, let's watch the video.
Should have said it, but I'm thinking, like, damn, how does it look, though, on the thing, you know? And then, so he's like, that's what I thought.
There's something about me. There's something about me. If I know I didn't fucking do something, go ahead and do it. Pull it up.
Yeah.
When I'm confident, like, go ahead.
Yeah.
You know, you should have.
Sometimes you got to weigh your options.
Yeah, but you just should have. Because
I should have.
You say, yeah, let me see the video because I didn't do anything wrong. And then he's going to feel like a dumbass.
But would you... I feel like in 8th grade, maybe you wouldn't act like that.
No, I would.
You would have?
Because every time anyone ever tried to say, like, I did something that I didn't do, the way I get triggered is so bad. Yeah, I'm like, no, I didn't. Because I'm yourself. Because I am a pretty honest person, so I don't like when people are saying.
They'll make you out to be a liar then if you're,
I'm not freaking, no, I didn't. You know, even with like that, when the principal like called me down, he's like, ringleader. No.
The fuck are you talking about, ringleader?
First of all, ringleader.
Why are you making it sound like it's a cult?
Yeah, that's so dramatic. We're in drama in 8th grade. You're being dramatic. But you know what's weird? What did principals at school ever even do? But like,
principals, I don't know what the hell. No.
Because I swear I never went to the principal's office.
Principals were in charge of like hiring, firing, and they were in charge of like the serious like sexual harassment, shit like that.
Okay, I want to talk about something fun, which is internet trends. And when I told Samir about this, he's like, "What do you mean internet trends?" But so where I was watching a TikTok, I already told you this, but I was watching a TikTok, and it's the teenage dirtbag TikTok. So everyone's posting videos of when they're younger, and then to what they are now, like cute, or it's they're cute now and showing their face now, and then they post all their ugly pictures when they're younger. Yep. And one of the people had them planking, and I had an epiphany because we don't have any of these challenges anymore. Do you remember planking?
Yeah, I remember planking, of course.
People would lie flat just on any surface, whatever, which is so, and it went viral for so freaking long. Okay, I'm going to list these off. Tell me if you remember these. Planking, owling. Do you remember owling? It's like planking, so you're just kind of like this on top of surfaces.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You look like, for those just listening, you just look like a little owl on top of surfaces. Okay, so there's owling, which came after planking. Parkour, remember parkour?
Parkour, I remember.
You know, all I think about is The Office.
Michael Scott.
Yeah.
Parkour.
Yeah. The mannequin challenge.
That was dope. I got a good one of those. We got a good one of those.
The mannequin challenge is so good. We did that recently. Actually, it was like not even that long ago at Amanda's. Ice bucket challenge. I know that was for
did that.
ALS or right, ALS, but even that, like, think about how many times you saw people pour a bucket of water over their head. Gallon smashing. Do you remember this?
No.
People would go to the stores and smash gallons of milk on the ground. You don't remember this? Oh my gosh, it is so rude. It's really bad. But that we were like crazy back then.
You did that too?
No.
Okay.
I did not. I swear we were going to. We had it. I think we were
planned.
and we just didn't do it because that was stuff like bits. And I always did when we were bored. We would literally just us two drive around, and if there were people outside in the neighborhood, just fuck with them. Like there was this one time. There was this one time we were supposed to be going somewhere. We're early, so we're like, let's just drive around. I'm going around, and then we slow down next to this lady, and we're like, hello? Like that to her. And she's like, huh? And comes up to our car window. And I'm just like, peace and happiness.
Like acting like hippies and shit.
Yeah, I'm not under the influence of anything. This is just me off life. And she's like, what? And I was like, peace and happiness. She's like, what are you on? Get out of here, like furry.
Oh my! Was it an old lady you said?
Yeah, she was
so
like.
So she's used to the '70s type
yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
She's thinking like these fucking
was like,
tree huggers.
Yeah, Beta was just like nodding her head in the driver's seat. It was so funny. And there was this one time hilarious. Where somebody was outside washing their car. I hop out and I start washing it with them, like stupid shit like that. We were so stupid. But
oh my god.
The Kiki dance, remember? The
Kiki. Do
you
love
that one's
yeah.
not that old.
I got a funny story.
But those are funny. Go.
You made me think about the car wash thing.
Uh huh.
So, back to high school, I'm with my friend Johnny Damatopoulos, one of my best friends. He was in a wedding.
You got a lot of best friends.
You know him? Yeah, the Greek guy that was standing in my wedding with his wife,
Janella.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, me and him are in the car. He lives 5 houses down from me, but we dropped our other friend off who lives around the block. We're driving, and it was like a rainy day, so there's puddles on the street. Mm-hmm. And there's this guy standing like on the sidewalk removing shit from his trunk of his car. And there's a puddle on the street right behind him. So I'm like, fuck it, should I get this guy wet, you know?
Do you know this guy? No?
I knew who he was.
Oh, 'cause he's
and
just
I'm
a
just
neighbor?
an idiot. Not yet. It was around the block,
okay, but yeah, yeah. Oh, no.
And I love them.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what got into me. And I'm just like, fuck it. Like, it was like one of those things like, oh, that's my only opportunity to ever do this. So I fucking turn my wheel, get him wet, and then I just go, we're laughing, whatever. I drop Johnny off. I turn in. I go in my driveway. I go inside. My parents are both sitting there. Hey, guys, what's up? How's school? Good. School was good, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, some guy's banging on the door. Bop, bop, bop.
Oh, no.
Your son fucking splashed me, whatever. And I'm like, oh, my God, I'm sorry. I was like, I didn't do it on purpose. He's like, you did it on purpose for sure.
He's like, don't try to lie to me.
I felt so bad because he was like pulling out like his baby stroller.
Oh, no.
And I felt so bad. I knew I shouldn't have done
so
it.
Much
you know?
Worse.
And I know who he is, so he knew like not to get too crazy, man.
Yeah.
You know, but whatever.
Oh man.
Anyways.
And then trends. Okay, the last internet trend. Actually, I have 2 more. The Kylie Lip challenge. Remember that? People would.
Oh my God! Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Veta did it one time, but they literally like this huge. People's lips would just freaking.
I remember that.
So scary. The internet can convince you to do anything. Tide Pod challenge.
I don't think I've done any of those. Maybe planking.
Okay.
But I never even like recorded.
Yeah, no.
Myself doing it.
Oh wait, do you remember the Harlem Shake? And do the Harlem.
I was gonna bring that up. We did it. We have a badass video.
So
of that
do
in Montenegro.
Really?
Dude, like pretty wild. Pretty
My
good
cheer
one.
team did it and we did it. It was so cool. We were just like all stretching and like doing flips and whatever. And then we all like switched and we all had crazy costumes on. Beta had like a gorilla costume on. I had a big
Oh, no shit. That's like LeBron, how they had it in the Miami Heat, the gorilla costume.
Mm-hmm. It was really intense. And then the last one, Call Me Maybe. Remember? The video, Call Me Maybe.
I remember the song and video and everything.
So do you remember when like Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, Ashley Tisdale, a bunch of these famous people posted a video of them just doing random shit to the song, and that's how the song got super popular.
I don't remember
Okay, whatever. It's not that important. It's honestly one of my favorite videos on YouTube, though.
Yeah.
It's so, because there's so many famous people in it, and it's just fun to watch, you know?
Yeah.
So I remade that. So many people remade it, but that was the first video I've ever edited and made, like put out on YouTube. And yeah, and
how long ago was that?
That was when I was in 9th grade, so 2012.
That long ago.
Yeah, wait, let me look at the views on
Oh, well,
YouTube.
yeah, you 9th grade is me, freshman in college.
Yeah. So the first video I ever posted was Calling Maybe 10 years ago, and it has 848 views.
No way.
Isn't
no
that
shit.
crazy? Dude, the amount of times my dad would just watch this video. Yeah. But I said to
He's
the girls,
150 of them.
I swear, I said to the girls, though, I was like, we should remake it with our friends because it would be so much better. It's just me, Benny's in it, Beta, and then Alice.
I'm down to do it. Yeah, bring like old shit back. Why not?
Yeah, like it's just, it'll be so much fun. I would love to do that with you guys.
That'd be fun. Even like the Harlem Shake.
Yeah, those things are like, there's nothing like that anymore. Everything's just on TikTok and it's
dances.
Just like little dances, which I don't mind. I love TikTok so much, but these just, because there weren't so many platforms, I feel like these things were just took over.
Vine was the shit.
Vine was so awesome.
Vine was the shit.
It's 6 seconds, and how
much content can be created in 6 seconds is
like Zayd and Heath's Vine. Their Vine it literally would be like stories in 6 seconds, like an episode basically. Like you're watching something have a start and an end. Yeah. You know, in 6 seconds. That's so bizarre.
Yeah.
But yeah,
dude, I was like, I made maybe 100 Vines. Mm-hmm. Not famous. Yeah. None of them went viral. Nothing like that. But I swear to God, they were pretty good.
Yeah.
But I lost all of them.
I know.
Lost all of them.
You might be able to find them though, like on.
I tried logging in. Like there was like a secret way to like go to your videos, but it wasn't. Like I didn't have access to it.
I have a few funny ones on Vine. There was this one when Beta and I were driving around like a bunch of idiots, where Beta stopped and she goes, "Sue," and the lady goes, "Who?" And the way the lady says "who" is just, it's not that funny here, but Beta will appreciate it. So this one's for Beta.
Yeah.
But wait, okay, so you forgot a story.
I remember the story now.
And now you remember it. We're going back to getting in trouble.
Yeah, so how you said, like, stick up for yourself, like, whatever, right? So this is my freshman year in college. I'm at OCC. Yeah. I didn't want to go to Macomb because...
You're like, let me be different.
I was like, I just don't want to see people.
Okay, yeah.
You know, this is my introvert phase.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Okay? Yeah. Because freshman year in college, that was 2011. Mm-hmm. So how old were you 2011?
I was either in my first half of 9th grade or last half of 8th grade.
Oh, well, I knew you way back past that. I mean, I knew you after that. So I knew you was junior year, your junior year, maybe senior year? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, anyways, freshman year of college, me and Samir also walked to my wedding. You know Samir?
Yeah, I know Samir.
And we're in computers class together. Super easy fucking class. Yeah. It's like Word documents and fucking Excel and this and it's super easy. Samir forgot to do like the assignment that week or whatever. Like every week you had like a packet, you had to recreate it.
Yep, you just copy it.
You just copy it, but it has to be like to a T.
Yes.
He forgot. Or I forgot, whatever. I don't want him to say he was the one who forgot to do it.
Okay.
But one of us forgot. One of us did it. So we copy it. You know, I just send him the fucking thing and print it twice. Yeah. Or some shit like that, right? Next day, the professor, he's like, go to the dean's office. I caught you two cheating.
Oh, no.
Right? So I'm like, fuck. Like, because our documents and everything, like a 10-page packet, is identical.
Exactly the same.
So we're going and we go in to see the dean. They're about to expel us type shit. You get cheat, but I think you get one warning.
Okay.
You know, but anyways, it was a chick. She's like, oh, like we caught you cheating. Like super nice lady though, the best. Mm-hmm. I was like, we didn't cheat. Mm-hmm. We didn't cheat. Whatever. I was like, we're sharing a book. Yeah. We're sharing a book. Like we do every assignment together. You're like, we can't afford to buy a second book, whatever, whatever, right? She's like, no. She's like, I went through it. Like it's obvious. Like you guys cheated. I'm like, I'll walk you through it. I'll walk you through. Like, what are you talking about? Show me how he cheated.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm being, like, sweet, but, like, also, like, confident.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Okay? And she's like, page 1. I'm looking. She's like, page 1, look, you put this word fireplace, and fireplace is not in the assignment. Why is this word here? Mm. Like, and you guys both have it on your copies. That doesn't make sense. A word that's not there, why would it be
Why would it be,
there?
Yeah.
I'm like, when you're reading a book, if I'm reading it to someone, and like I'm explaining to her, like, I'm like, if I read it wrong, that person types it wrong.
Right.
I'm like, so we're reading one book and the person reading it whoever read it wrong and we both typed the same thing. I'm like, that's why that word is on there. And she's like, oh my God, that makes sense.
Oh my gosh.
She's flipping through flipping through, you know? She's like, oh, like this color is off. And I'm like, same thing. Like someone said it was forest green, but it was supposed to be the other green. Like, but we both did it, the assignment
because
together.
we're using the same book.
Yeah. So I'm knocking every point down, like everything. Like we went through every page, like 7 different mistakes, right? Why did we make so many mistakes?
I know, it's so easy.
I know, right? So we get to the final page, and there was literally like an error made where it was like no space on like a word misspelled wrong twice. And she was like, wow. Like, she literally said, she's like, wow, I can't believe you fooled me up until now.
Oh, my gosh.
But she loved us. She was like, I'm not going to do anything. She's like, you're fine. Like, whatever. She's like,
Is
I
it
can't.
that fucking serious?
Yeah. She's like, I can't believe, like, you tricked me up until this point.
That's so... She's like, you deserved it. Go. You're free.
Yeah. So then, but she's like, you can go back to the class. But then we just skipped the class. Like, we never went back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Failed the class.
You know, I took that class in college too, and it was so easy that the guy said you don't even have to take the exam.
Real to like all the students?
To me.
Oh no shit.
He was like, your grade is already too high, you don't have to take the exam. I was like, okay, cool.
Fuck yeah, so you just didn't go in that day.
Yeah. But no,
it was a big mistake for me to go to OCC too.
I don't fucking miss college or school for even a second. Oh my god,
hell no.
No way. I wouldn't go back. Like, I did like my high school experience. It was so fun, but I wouldn't go back. College was...
I don't fuck with college. High school I loved. College I went with... So that first year I went to OCC. Then I went to Macomb. Because I did so bad at OCC.
And you're like, let me try another
I did so bad at OCC. I was like, new slate. Let me go to Macomb. That's where I met Rob.
Oh, really?
That's where, like...
You guys started becoming friends?
We started becoming friends because we knew each other through Leon, like how you said. But... It's not like I'd call Leon and then he'd be like, oh, I'm with Rob. Let's us three hang out. That never happened.
Really?
Me and Rob, we just knew of each other and we'd see each other in the library. We would just hang out from there.
Wow.
That's how our relationship started.
Wow.
Yeah. And then
I did not know that.
I went to Macomb, took 4 classes, A, B, C. And I was taking like serious classes. I wasn't like fucking around. I was like, let me get my degree. Second semester, same thing. I think I dropped one of them. For no grade. Like, I dropped it that week, you know, where, like, it doesn't affect your GPA and shit. Passed all 3 classes, like, an AAB or some shit. And then the next year, I just, like, was like, I don't want to do it. Then, after the summer, I was like, I just didn't want to do it. And then I hated it. Could not. I was like, that was my introvert phase. Where I didn't want to, like, didn't talk to anybody at school. Even talking to Rob. Yeah. That was, like, the only person I talked to.
Yeah. When I went to school after high school, college, whatever, I did not make friends with one person out of college. I did not talk to anybody. I was literally, I'm here to get this done. All I'm here is to get my degree. I don't want to do anything else. Obviously, it's different because we didn't go away to college. So if you're listening, you went away.
Yeah, that's different.
We get it. But I went to Macomb, then I went to Northwood, and then I just wanted to get.
You got your degree?
Yeah.
No shit.
I got your
bachelor's?
What do you mean?
Really?
What do you think God's doing? I have my master's degree, bro.
No, you do not.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
You don't know this about me?
I did not know that.
Yeah, no, I got my associate's degree, like...
At Macomb.
At Macomb after 2 years.
Quick.
Yeah. And then I did a hybrid program. So I transferred to Northwood, but I was able to take classes on the Macomb campus. So they had, like, teachers from Northwood that would teach at Macomb. So I got my degree at my undergrad for Northwood, and then I was doing internships. I was at Jimmy John's Field, had my internship at Oakland, and then I got my master's at Oakland while I was working there.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Good shit.
I'm not using it. I'm an HR administrator. I'm not even using my MBA, but it's nice to have and make my parents proud. But yeah.
No, I said fuck it.
No, good for you. I don't freaking like school.
I said fuck it. Yeah, I did not one friend from college.
No, me either.
Rob. But that don't count. We would have been friends anyways.
Yeah. So, lesson from this podcast. Let's see. If you're learning a new game and someone's teaching it to you, don't try to teach them.
But I did make a good suggestion, though. You carried on using my suggestion. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, you were like, stop talking so much.
No, that wasn't it.
No,
my suggestion.
The one suggestion you said, when they raise their head,
then
have
ask
them
them.
ask. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Which, it made sense. But I just went by the way that I play with my other
Yeah,
friends.
the original way.
Yeah.
But my
But
way.
yeah, your way did work. It worked. What else? If you get
Lessons
sent to
learned.
if you get sent to the principal's office,
Fight for your
fight
right.
for your right. Yeah,
Fight for your right.
don't let those freaking old people tell you.
But that's what it is, though. It's intimidating. They're old.
I
So,
know.
like, it's kind of like
I
a
have
respect.
this-
Like, do
I-
you...
Okay, so hold on. I have a really weird. Like, I know that you should respect your elders, but they can be such assholes. Why are you so freaking mean?
Yeah.
Okay, my favorite teacher ever. I hope she's listening. She probably isn't, but Miss McLeod. I'm actually going to get dinner and drinks with her next week.
Really?
Yeah, with Dre. And she's
High school teacher?
Yeah,
Shut
she's
the
my
fuck
fucking favorite, one of my favorite humans in the world. Best teacher. I learned so much from her. She was my speech teacher. She taught me how to not use fillers, which I have been using this podcast. I'm sorry.
Like and shit like that?
So
I say like a lot.
whatever. I'm getting better. When I talk in front of people, I don't do it so much if I'm giving a speech or something, you know? But back to Miss McLeod. I've never respected somebody so much because she was able to respect us and have a real relationship with us. On the flip side, my freaking marketing teacher actually don't like this man even a little bit. I could almost say I hate him. He was a piece of shit. And he was so disrespectful. I was not respectful back to him. The amount of fights I got in with this guy, we can go into deep detail when Beta is on this podcast because this is one of the suspension stories and it's so juicy. It's so good. But yeah, okay. Stick up for yourself. That's the lesson. We won't get in further detail. Also, you never know what decision you make, how it's going to affect your life.
Yeah. That's the number one lesson.
That's the number one. A small little decision can change your life. Your life can change in a
Yeah, but you're not thinking about that.
I know, and you're not thinking about it. It's so crazy.
I got a great story.
Okay, go.
Okay. It's not a story, but it's more like a saying.
Okay.
It ties along with that. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it, like on Instagram and TikTok, you know. You ever heard the Chinese farmer story?
Oh my gosh.
Who's calling?
Beta and Amanda again. You guys, I'm still in the middle of my podcast. Leave me alone.
Are you serious? This is the longest one.
It's an hour and 10 minutes, dude.
Okay, but we have a question. What song did you wake up to in the middle of the night? Remember from another Cinderella story last night?
You're the new classic. You're the new PYT. Okay. It stands for paid young something. Okay, bye. Restart. You said you have a good saying that goes along.
I got a good saying that ties along with what
we were
that
talking about.
Lesson is. Mm-hmm. You heard of it's like a Chinese farmer story or whatever. I'm sure it's like in every culture there's a similar story.
I don't know it really. I don't know what you're talking about.
So it's kind of like it goes along with like a blessing in disguise type thing, right? So like we didn't know that hockey story would have changed my life. Like now I play basketball. Mm-hmm. But okay, so let's say I'm a farmer and I got a horse. My horse runs away. The villagers all came to me and said, "Oh my God, I'm sorry. Like you lost your horse." Mm-hmm. And I'm like, like maybe it's a bad thing. Then the next day, 5 wild horses come to me and I wrangle them or whatever, and now they're my horses. All the villagers come around and they say, "Oh my God, like congratulations, that's awesome. You got 5 new horses." And I'm like, maybe it's a good thing. Next day, my son's riding around on the horse, one of those horses, and breaks his leg. All the villagers come around. "Oh my God, I'm so sorry your son broke his leg." Maybe it's a bad thing. Next day, like the army comes around and they're taking people for the army. They're like, "Oh, we can't take your son because he has a broken leg." And then all the villagers come around. They're like, "Oh my God, that's awesome. They didn't take your son because his leg, but whatever." And he's like, "Oh, maybe it's a good thing." So that goes to show you, like, you never know.
Yeah.
You might think, "Oh my God, this is such a bad day. I can't believe it. I just lost my job. I just fucking, this girl broke up with me. This fucking whatever." Like, you never know. That might be a great thing that happened, but it might be bad for a month.
Yeah, every time I like miss a light or I'm stuck in traffic, I'm always thinking it's because I'm stuck here so that I'm not over there or getting hit by, like, literally every time I'm like, so I'm not getting hit by a car.
Yeah,
like,
right.
That's why I tell myself, I'm like,
right.
This is happening because this isn't, or you know. But yeah,
shit like that.
Everything happens for a reason too, man. I truly believe that deep down.
You know, and I also thought about how you said, the fuck did you say? You gave one of these lessons type shit.
Oh, like living up to your full potential.
Living up to the Amanda story.
Yeah.
Like when Amanda told her, when you and Amanda were talking about it, saying,
at the end of your life, this is you if you lived up to your full potential.
Yeah. I was tying that in. I was thinking the other day to that story I just told. You don't know.
Yeah.
Because what if you lived up to your full potential, but then now you're unhappy? Maybe you're fucking famous as fuck, whatever, but you don't have don't have a family, or something happens, or so.
You really don't ever freaking know.
This is the life we're supposed to live.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
There ain't no living up to your full potential type shit.
You're right.
Do your best.
Do your best.
Do your best, but there ain't none of that.
Yeah.
Do your best.
Yeah.
And it'll all be fine.
Not us ending every podcast.
Oh, I know.
Inspiring these people.
Yeah, right.
You're
No,
welcome.
hey, that's what it's about.
They should pay us for this. Oh, well, that was fun.
Taking it on with it.
That was good buddy banter.
Yeah.
Good old banter with the buddy. All
Yeah.
right. Also, we're going to start bringing guests on, so get ready for that.
Next week.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Fuck
I'm
yeah, I've
really
been waiting
excited.
for that.
I'm really, really excited.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's all we got for y'all. Thanks for
Cool.
listening. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you
Peace.
on Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. All right.
That's our days. Okay.